Hello, hello. Can you hear me, stream? Everything good? Hey guys, how's it going? Kind of quiet. Let me try and bring up the mic a bit. But hello, hello. Very low, very low. Okay, I'm just gonna bring up. Let me put the gain up a bit. How's that sound? That sound good? Hey guys, so I didn't plan too much of this stream. This is a very unplanned stream. But if you didn't know, I am having a Shadowverse tournament this Sunday at crap. I should know the details. Hold on, let me get up my Twitter. So if you didn't know, and you're new here, hello. I am having a Shadowverse tournament this Sunday at 12 p.m. PST, or PDT, I should say. So how this goes, if you watched my chess training arc, then it's kind of a similar kind of format because I'm about to have my coaching session, and I'm gonna have to try and learn how to play Shadowverse again, because if you saw my collaboration with Callie a few weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, that was the first time I'd touched Shadowverse in about a year, right? Is this an ASMR stream? How? Turn sound up. Sound is like all the way up. Might be. Hold on. Let me. How's that sound? So I'm using. It's louder. It's good. Much better. Okay. 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 Basically. Hold on. Let me try. So I'm using a Go XLR now. So this is a new setup that I'm using now. So this is going to be the first stream that I'm using this new setup. So if the mic sounds a bit off or a bit quiet, I hope it's okay. I think it's. I mean, it sounds okay in my head, so I hope it's okay for you guys. All right, it's hard to ask chat, because when you ask chat, some people are like, oh, it's completely perfect, no change, and some people are like, oh, this is way too low. I'm going to assume that keeps going up and down. Might be my noise gate. How's that? Is that okay? Turn the noise cancellation off. I don't understand what I did. Honestly, mic is on full volume now, so no bad. When you change it, it's good, but after a few seconds, it changes. Okay. Okay, if there is... You know what? I should have done a test for this. Actually, for now, I'm probably going to switch to my old mic. Hold on a second. If this is such a big... I don't know how to fix this on stream. I'm just going to switch to my old mic. Hold on a second, guys. I will be right back. Okay. Okay, I've just switched to my old mic for now, so hopefully this should be a lot cleaner, a lot crisper. I'm going to turn the Shadowverse sound down. But don't worry, next time I stream for the actual tournament, everything will be set up before. Everything will be set up before, so don't worry about that. Anyway, we are just going to get started with Shadowverse, I guess. I guess if anything sounds off, just give me a shout and chat. Because I can't hear the stream mix anymore. But if the mic sounds better, that's all good. I'm going to join my call now and say hi to my coach. Hello, can you hear me? Great, now I can't. Oh no, now I can't hear you. Crap. This is all going wrong now. Oh, let me. Hello, I can hear you. Oh great, hello. Sorry, was just fiddling around with some stream technical difficulties as we get. But hey. So I think okay, they can't hear you. Great. Let me try bringing your volume up for just a second. Okay, how's that sound, chat? Can you hear him at all? Do you want to say something? Chat, can you hear him? No. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, this is an absolute disaster. Okay, let me make sure everything's set up. See, this is the problem. Like, I don't know why, because we literally just went through some Discord issues literally just before we started the stream, and now we're going through yet some more difficulties with Discord as well. So apparently it's just Discord constantly being difficult. Chat, can you hear the game volume okay? Yeah, game volume is fine. Okay. Can you try saying something again?
Yes. Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think that should sound a lot better. All right. Okay, we have it. We've done it. We've done it. We've fixed the technical issues. Anyway, hey, do you want to introduce yourself to chat?
Okay, so hi, my name is Mike or Michael. In Shadowverse, I go by Himari, and I've been assigned as Gigguk's coach. Yeah, I guess about me, I've been playing Shadowverse since it first came out on Steam. I started playing tournaments about
So, like, what I want to know is what got you into Shadowverse in the first place? Like, because I originally I got into it because it's gonna sound pretty shitty, but like they sponsored me, but then I ended up playing the game And I found it just really fun, and I was surprised. How did you get into it?
Oh, I think your chat is saying that I'm gone again. So.
Oh, really? Let me try putting you up again.
Maybe I can change my mic sensitivity a bit.
Yeah, I think you're okay. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Everyone's saying he's back. Yeah. Okay. How did you get into Shadowverse originally then?
So basically, I was playing another card game, which I got into because a friend at university. And then that friend switched to Shadowverse because basically he saw there were tournaments. And there weren't that many people competing at the time because this was even before it was released on Steam, back when it was mobile only in the beta. And he's like, yeah, you can enter these tournaments, beat up some scrubs and win money. So I installed the game and I liked it a lot, but I kind of had tournament anxiety for a while. I thought I wasn't good enough and so on. But I played it quite seriously, hit GM. And then after some time, I did enter a tournament and I made the top 8, which was the cutoff for streaming. So when, because the lower parts of the bracket, they don't stream. And then I ended up winning. I think the first time I top 8'd, I ended up winning the tournament. And then I was like, hey, I might actually be good enough to do this. So then I kept trying and put some more time into it. And yeah, I qualified for the European finals every year, all 3 years. 2019, I made it to the World Cup.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
So I like, do you play this professionally? Would you call yourself a pro Shadowverse player? Or
no, I'm a student. But let's say 2019 is, I think, the most serious I took it. Because at that point I also joined Storm, and yeah, was climbing the ranks. Now I'm put it a bit on the back burner to focus on studying, but I still play it casually a lot.
Okay. Important question, since you do play Shadowverse, which has got nothing to do with Shadowverse, are you an anime fan?
Yes.
Yes, you are. What are some anime that you like?
Well, I'd say, if I had to say my top 5, it would be Mawari Penguin Drum,
Nice.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, dude, man after my heart, man.
Probably Fooly Cooly. Concrete Revolution. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah. So I kind of get, like, man, you actually have like a really unique taste, because not a lot of people have mentioned Concrete Revolution. That's such a, I wouldn't call it a weird anime. It's just not many people appreciate it because not many people have watched it. Fooly Cooly, obviously, classic. Maru, Penguin Drum, even I haven't seen Penguin Drum yet. And then obviously Evangelion. I mean, everyone's seen Evangelion, but it's also in my top 5 as well. So I'm guessing like you like kind of like the weirder, deeper shows. Is that correct to say?
I do. I pretty much, rule of thumb is I'd rather end up going out of the show saying I didn't understand what was happening than kind of everything being like sort of obvious. So yeah, if I'm very confused at the end of watching it, I probably enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was about to say, every show that you've listed is the type of show where you watch once and you're just like, I don't get it. I don't know. Did I understand that correctly? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think you can say it fairly like that. Although I didn't say the 5th show, which doesn't fall into the category, and that would be the original Idol Master, because that's just a really good show.
Wait, so the 5th show is Idol Master?
Yeah. Doesn't fit.
That just came out of left field, man. I was not expecting that. Hello?
So,
okay.
yeah.
So Sorry, did you say something? I was totally talking over you for a second there.
I was just thinking, and I did see on your stream your poster by Yom. I can appreciate that.
You know Yom? Holy shit!
Yeah, I got some of his books at Comic.
You got some of his books? Chat. This is the poster he's talking about, by the way. Damn, you're a cultured individual. If you know about Yom, because I mean, I love his art. He has some amazing dojins and like art books. So, damn man, you're pretty deep into this, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm a lost case, as they say.
All good, man. All good. Maybe I can send you some Yom posters because I have a fuck ton because there's like some exclusive like merchandise of his that you can only get in Japan, and I didn't even know about this until I moved here. And that's where I got this poster, which was one in a Crane game, and you can't actually buy it because, well, you probably can buy it, but like the only official way to get it is via Crane Games. So maybe I can send you some stuff as a fellow cultured individual.
That sounds awesome, but I have the feeling I'm gonna get kicked out of my apartment. My flatmates are gonna think, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? But I'll keep it in secret. I'll hang it up inside of my closet or something.
Alright. So yeah, I guess to explain to you about where I am with Shadowverse right now. So I am a Runecraft main, or I was a Runecraft main. Haven't really played for about a year, I would say, about over a year. And I used to main Runecraft and Portal as a secondary. But now, from what I understand, Runecraft is not doing too hot, which is why I have chosen to try to go with Portal. Is that accurate assessment?
Yeah, sounds good. It's pretty much like how hard do we want to try? How serious are we gonna be? Because Artifact Portal is one of the top 2 decks right now.
Right.
So we could also go for more of a fun lineup. It's really up to you in which direction you want to take this.
Well, I'll be real. You know, I'm a gamer. I'm here to win. I didn't take part in the tournament to lose, but I do want to have a fun deck as well. And I feel like Artifact Portal, from what I can see, it's so complicated, or there's a lot going on in Artifact Portal, and I could easily fuck up if I play wrong. Or I could easily do some really like 500 IQ moves as well. I like that about Artifact Portal. So that's why I kind of like think it's the best balance to go for this tournament, unless there's any other decks that you would recommend yourself.
There would be another Portal deck if we want to stay with either Portal or Rune, which is a bit more straightforward to play, but I don't think it's as flashy. So this one, it's like a strong deck, but it's also kind of hard to play, and you can make flashy plays. So I think it's a good fit for the tournament.
Okay, I guess we could play a few games with it. Do I need to share my screen with you, by the way?
I think I can go in via your stream. I don't think there's too much delay, so it should be fine.
If I share my screen, that's probably like quicker for you to see than watching the stream.
Okay.
If that's cool. Can you see that okay?
Yep, looks good. So can you show me your deck list?
Sure.
Or artifact?
So this is me. I've only played I've played some games today. And I've made like a few changes to it. The biggest changes I think I've made is I've put some absolute tolerance in it. And the reason for that is because I was playing against some Havencraft deck that just had a shit ton of heals. And no matter how much I tried to whittle down their health, they just kept healing back up. So this has actually helped me as a late game insurance in case I do play against a deck like that. And I've just been testing this out, but I haven't figured out, like, sometimes I get completely fucked on turn 4 because I have nothing to play. So I've put in an Iron Sting Archaeologist and Carnelia, just in case, maybe.
Vivi ended on a high note. Thanks for bringing it up. Was amazing.
Oh. I think I got a... So yeah, and so I think I've put them in for now just to see if they would work. I'm not sure yet, I haven't really played around with it, but apart from that, it's kind of like the usual artifact deck list, I would say.
Okay, yeah, I like what I see pretty much. Just a few things. Pretty much at the moment, the meta is to not play any Technomancer.
Okay.
So that's the one cost.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a bit clunky to use. Because once you have Factory down, copying artifacts with it, you're basically blocking a board space with a tiny 1/1. So it's not that hot.
Yeah, I kind of felt that as well during some of my games. What would you recommend instead of it?
Well, I'd up the robotic engineer for sure. And Gizmo, the 2-cost silver.
The what? Sorry.
The Gizmo enthusiast, the 2-cost silver.
Okay.
By the way, you can also just drag upwards from the card in the list to add it to your deck, so you don't always have to search them up.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I only found that one after playing the game for like 2 years, so I don't blame you.
I've played the game for like a year and I did not know that. Oh, okay. Wait,
yeah,
so...
let's say most other stuff is pretty standard. Absolute Tolerance is not normally played, but we can keep it in to add a bit of spice, so I like it.
Sure.
And I would change the Iron Sting for maybe another Cornelia.
Okay.
Or an extra of the 5-drop.
Of the Mecha Arm.
Yeah.
Sure. I think I'll go for another Carnelia because, like I was there were some games, at least from what I was playing. Wait, what did you say? You drag up? Did you say?
Drag upwards, yeah. Maybe you don't have it
okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit finicky. So she's nice because she ups your count of different artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
So scan gives you 0-cost artifacts because that's only once you have 6 different artifacts destroyed, while Iron Sting just adds the ancient artifact, which you can summon from other cards.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I think we can roll with this deck list and yeah, just probably play a few ladder games and I can kind of guide you through it.
Sure. So playing it, I was okay with my win condition. So I pretty much know like what my win conditions are. My biggest weakness was actually trying to know how to play against certain decks, because I guess I don't know at this level. I don't know how it is at GM right now, but the matches I played today, there seemed to be quite a lot of deck variants. Dragoncraft especially. If this is the one Dragoncraft deck I've been playing against a lot, I've lost a lot against Dragoncraft.
Yeah, so Dragon, there are pretty much two decks right now that are popular. One is Roost, which involves summoning this amulet that halves the cost of all your cards as you draw them, and also the opponents. But you have a bunch of big stuff, so you can utilize it better. Right. And the other one is one that hits your face a lot. So
Probably that one.
uses.
Yeah.
That
change all
one's
these
more
cards. Right?
common on ladder, and the other one is more common in tournaments.
Right.
So yeah. You were saying that Haven was kind of healing up your damage, right?
Yeah.
So one thing is this deck normally you play it for the OTK, and not that much just to like tempo out your paradigm shifts. Do you know options of the deck?
I know Raumia does a lot of damage if you can team her up with some of the zero cost paradigm shifts on like turn 8 or turn 9 if we get to that point.
Yeah, she can do a big burst of damage, but the most common, the most basic OTK is just 4 airstrike artifacts and then Bahamut Accelerate. Because you deal 8 from each of them going face, and then Bahamut clears all of them and increases all your damage by 1. So instead of dealing 2 on death, they all deal 3 on death, and that's 4 times 3 damage is another 12, that's 20 damage. So,
oh, okay. I did not know that was that was a option. I did know that Bahamut increased the damage by 1 for your effects.
Yeah, so Bahamut card text reads basically everything you do this turn increases deals.
Because I was wondering why the deck had Bahamut in it, but I guess that makes a lot of sense now. This is pretty standard so far, I think.
Yeah, I think we just had a 1-2-3 curve.
Yeah.
Played it out just fine. Yeah, and the other option is with Miriam. For example, if they have a lot of wards and you can't get past them to hit face for the Bahamut option.
Sure.
Then you just keep crashing artifacts into their wards and they die from the pings.
Okay. I'm guessing for this one I play an Android Artisan as Quicksilver Aegis and go straight for face. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I would evo the Android Artisan over the 2-4, but yeah, I like the play.
Okay.
So yeah, if he's playing Razia,
right.
he's definitely playing the face variant. So
okay. So should I clear his board or?
I would in this case because you win the long game, so you're just trying not to take too much damage at this point.
Do I do it after a Quicksilver Aegis?
Yeah, I would Quicksilver. Okay. Saves you 3 HP. The most likely answer from them would be Georges, which on Evolve clears everything with less than 3 HP.
Okay.
So that's also the other reason you wouldn't want to leave an extra body on the board.
Okay.
Then he clears your entire board and still has a 2-4 alive.
Right, okay.
There he is.
Ah, there we are. This is why you're the GM, man. Alright,
obviously this is something that comes with time. Knowing what likely plays the opponent has.
Okay, so this is where it starts getting a bit tough. Do I go for a Gizmo, change maybe like one of the cards, or do I go for a Mobilized Factory? And
I think one mistake people do a lot is just playing Factory on 5. It's often not correct, but in this case I do think it's right, just because we don't have an obvious play to go with Gizmo. And yeah, then I think we're fine taking 6 because we have 3 paradigms that can heal us up worst case, and next turn we can start drawing.
Okay.
So yeah, once you have the factory down, it gets kind of interesting, and you can't spend that much time thinking anymore because you just have to go and start playing cards.
This is why I like playing. This is why I like and hate playing Portalcraft because you just start playing on pure instinct. I think it will be entertaining to watch for the stream, especially if there are like some turns where I'm literally playing right until the last second, which can happen quite a lot when you're playing Artifact.
Okay, so one thing is important in these turns is to start thinking already during the opponent's turn, because once the turn starts, you really just want to get going.
Okay,
and
well...
I think... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to play the Gizmo unless there was something else obvious that we get picked up, which is not, so I'm going to... Let's play the Gizmo first. I'll get rid of the Artifact scan. Don't need that right now.
I think in this case I would have tossed the helmet, but that's fine too.
Quicksilver Berry. I am such a genius. Such a good guinea pig.
I'm thinking too much. Okay, let's just... I'm gonna be quiet for a second. I think I played that correctly, maybe? Should I keep Spinria? Spinneria?
I think I'd just toss her out for now.
Okay.
Because if she gets cleared, we also draw a card. And if she gets cleared on the... Sorry, if the artifact gets cleared on the opponent's turn, we draw a random card, and if it's cleared on our turn, we'll draw an artifact from our deck, which would only be Ralmia. And right now we prefer a random card over Ralmia.
Alright. How many artifacts have we... Oh, I suppose after they clear that, I'll get a fully stacked artifact scan as well, so that's good.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think on these turns, it's better to just let you go than trying to speak too much over you, and then afterwards we can kind of go over what could have been different.
All right, I'll just think out loud then, because yeah, I agree, especially after I've played Mobilize Factory. It is a lot of instinctual plays to see if I did it right or not.
Yeah, so the big thing is always pretty much the order in which you play cards. Because as every time you summon an artifact, you draw a card. So normally you want to summon them before you trade them in most of the time.
Yeah.
And for example, on the last turn, we ended up drawing Android Artisan.
Yeah.
But we had already traded in 2 artifacts. So in that case, you want to try and draw first, also playing the Spinaria's artifact.
Okay.
And only then committing something to the board, because then we would have had an extra cost reduction on it.
Okay, I'm just gonna start playing for now.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
I think that's good. I think I'd rather keep on the board pressure than have another paradigm shift, because I got Ralmia, and I have the absolute tolerance. Should be okay. I think I should be okay. Famous last words.
I'll let you know. We missed lethal this turn. We
Did
had the option.
we?
Yes.
Okay.
We had ordered that correctly, but on the other hand, it's the kind of missed lethal that won't end up costing us the game, because we kind of have the insurance plan of absolute tolerance.
Yeah.
So even missing the double airstrike phase into Bahamut, we still have another 9 damage
you did
phase.
literally just tell me that today.
Yeah, but
Alright.
let's say missing lethal is obviously not ideal, but it's also important that you actually played your turn out, because if you spend like the whole time thinking about the possible lethal and then don't finish your turn, that's obviously a lot worse than making a play like this, which didn't immediately win us the game, but also put us in a position where we can win the next turn.
Okay, okay. That makes sense. Let's just try going again, I guess. What would you say is the deck that Artifact Portal has the biggest time or the hardest time against?
So the deck we just faced can be quite scary because we got a bit lucky, I have to admit, because two of the things that make it difficult are one is Razia, the girl who deals damage on last words, based on how much attack she has, and she gets more attack the more you trade in. So she can deal a lot of damage, and the other one was the Tiamat Accelerate, which makes us unable to attack something.
Okay.
Sorry, just before I go on this tangent, I wouldn't keep the Quicksilver Aegis.
Okay. Yeah, can continue. You were saying
the other thing is a
didn't draw
Tiamat
another
Accelerate,
card.
which exactly, which blocks us from being able to attack one of their guys, and like in this case, they can have a big 6/6 that we can't clear,
Right.
and then it gets to hit our face, and then maybe they have another one and it gets to hit face again. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think especially with artifacts, I kind of know what my win conditions are, but yeah, sometimes getting like being able to see lethal can be pretty difficult sometimes. I'm guessing I just want to trade my robotic engineer.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty much robotic engineer, you're actually happy whenever you can get the trade on board, because you want him to die actually.
Do I play robotic engineer again and then get?
I would play robotic engineer and grab an analyzing artifact.
All right.
Because we're gonna have 2 paradigm shifts from the robotic engineers and 1 from the artifact carrier.
Okay.
Turn 4 is likely gonna be Carnelia, and that way we already have 3 paradigm shifts, and then we can use the analyzing artifact together with the factory to draw us deeper.
All right.
I get the gist of it.
Guessing I still trade here, right? Even though.
So I'm thinking what the punish would be for trading in. So the only punish I can think of off the top of my head are 2 cards which aren't standard to run an artifact portal. So I think it's correct in this case to trade.
Okay.
I'm so useless.
So like, as a question for someone like who's as high up as you, do you remember like do you play every deck at your level, or are you just familiar with what every kind of like deck type has, or what every deck type has?
So basically, especially if you're playing tournaments, you kind of want to focus your like time and energy towards being really good at the 2 or 3 decks you're gonna bring. So you can't really afford to play even more decks. But just from playing against other people, you kind of learn what other people's decks do. Obviously, playing them yourself, you can learn it even better, but it's kind of a balance of practicing your decks versus learning what the others can do.
Yeah. Okay.
And in this case, like something my friends do who are playing tournaments is play a lot of one matchup. So play like 10 games of just artifact versus dragon, and then you really learn like, okay, what are their strong turns? What do I need to play around, and so on.
Sure. Okay. Do you think playing Carnelia is better here, or clearing with Romia and putting an analyzing down?
I like the Carnelia because pretty much she's kind of clunky to use after turn 4, and this is just super nice. We get 3 artifacts down to reduce the cost of our paradigm shifts.
Sure.
And we also want the lower cost artifacts like Ralmia and Analyzing to play with the factory later.
Okay.
So you'll have to give me just 1 second. I got someone ringing my doorbell.
No
Be
problem.
Right back.
I will try not to completely mess up this board in the time you're gone. just watch me completely fuck up now. Chat, how many of you guys play Shadowverse? How many of you are following what's going on right now?
Break them.
Oh, this is okay. This is a lot to take in. I don't think playing Mobilize Factory on turn 5 is the right one. Maybe Quicksilver Aegis, but then kind of what a Quicksilver Aegis, Ralmia, putting an analyzing down maybe. Should we factory here? Oh god. You know what? Let's factory here. I'm gonna factory here and do more damage to the face, so he has to clear my board.
Surrender.
And maybe that's the right play. Maybe that's the right play. We'll see. We'll see. What was the play if not factory? Playing Quicksilver, playing Romy and analyzing. But I guess playing factory is better.
Oh, kitty pigs, where are you?
See, unlike any other deck, I have played this a bit today, so I kind of know how to pilot it. And I did play Artifact Portal before I stopped playing a different variation of Artifact Portal before I stopped playing Shadowverse last year. So I know-ish what's going on. How many people think Artist is easy? Is Artifact easy? Doesn't feel easy for me. Okay.
So I'm back. I see you dropped the factory, and like I said, there are plenty of times where it's not correct, but I think you didn't really have a strong alternative. I didn't see what their board was, but
yeah,
you also want to be saving your paradigm shift, so your only play then would have been pretty much Ralmia plus Analyzing Artifact.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of plays here, I don't think. Let me see what I draw. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we can definitely kill them next turn. So what we want to do here is trade as many of our guys in to reduce the cost of paradigm shifts.
Okay.
So rather than taking advantageous trades, you just want to trade them off and not leave anything on the board. That way they can't heal, they can't crash their own guys in.
Right.
And yeah, next turn we win with triple artifact. We did give them the option to heal out of range because they can play it too.
Right.
But yeah, that's just kind of things you want to keep in mind.
Alright. Is there anything else I want to do in this turn? I don't think so. Alright. Let's see how... So I play Airstrike Artifact. I hit face? Is that right? And then I play Bahamut?
No, you would save the Bahamut to OTK, but wouldn't have played Ranmia. I would have just played Artifact Scan and just crash another one in, because all we needed was one artifact.
Okay.
One artifact dead, so they cost 0 next turn. So there's a slight chance we die here.
Oh no. So the one turn kill that can come as early as turn 7, turn 6, turn 7 for Portal.
Yeah, well, especially with Factory, you can do some crazy stuff.
Okay.
And the good thing is that you saved Miriam in hand, so this way, if he builds some boards to protect himself, we can lethal with Miriam.
Okay.
And are we dead?
Are we?
I think we're
Holy
dead.
shit!
Oh, he didn't have it. I thought it was gonna cost 0.
Oh my god, my heart was pounding there. Do we have lethal with the combo?
Yes. So pretty much every single paradigm shift is 5 damage with Bahamut.
And
So yeah, that's you can see why it gets spooky.
Oh my god.
If you have a board for them to trade into.
This is so broken. I didn't.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I did not realize that I was that close to getting lethal. Holy crap.
I think we might have even had lethal last turn. I'm not sure actually in this case.
Target eliminated.
But yeah, that's something to keep in mind for the mirror is not offering trades because it lets them heal, it lets them crash in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Let me see. How often do you play one deck to really like get a grasp of it?
Well, on ladder, it's a lot of games because, you know, it's not as good practice if we're just talking about tournaments.
Yeah.
Because on ladder, I'd say the average opponent is not that good. They might not play a perfectly optimized deck.
Right.
And in addition, you don't actually know which deck they're playing because, you know, you don't see their deck list. While in tournaments, you've got open deck lists, so you can see exactly what the opponent is playing. So it's an entirely different type of practice. If you really want to get good, I think the best thing is playing a lot of private matches with someone just to practice a matchup. And if you're just playing ladder, honestly, a deck like Artifact needs a lot of games to be like good.
To be like really good.
Because I mean, you can get away with just being alright.
Oh, what?
They're gone.
Did he just literally quit? After seeing
Or
us
you
playing
get
against
cards and
Artifact.
they were done with it.
Obviously, he knew that he was playing against the Grandmaster because he could feel your presence there. He obviously got intimidated so much that he just left. He was like, "Nope, not taking this match."
As they say in anime, they could sense the killing intent.
Yeah. Is this what happens when one of the fodder senses that he's up against the final boss? So he's like, "Nope. Pleasure to meet you. I'm eating out now."
I guess you're looking for a fight.
So right now, what decks do you play?
I've been playing a lot of Artifact and Shadow, actually, the two best decks. I am a bit of, let's say my two most played classes are Rune and Shadow, so even if they're not that great, I'll tend to play some of them.
Right.
Yeah, anything else I tried?
Yeah, I've played against Shadow a lot, and it seems very broken. I don't know. They just seem to have an answer for everything. Might be because I don't know how to counter it yet, but I don't think I've won once against Last Word Shadow yet.
Yeah, Shadow is really strong. I'd say it's also favored in Artifact, but you have the more complex decks, so you have more chances to outplay them if they don't play perfectly well. Yeah.
Do you think going Romeo on this turn is better, or putting down and analyzing? early?
I think I'd play the analyzing actually. Just the extra draw is fine. The
Yeah.
1/2 isn't particularly threatening, so it's not like we need to clear it immediately. And if we find something like Android Artisan with this extra draw, then on turn 4 we can go around me.
Oh my god, you literally said Android Artisan as it drew it. You just have you ever watched JoJo's?
I have not, in fact. No.
Oh, there's this one character in JoJo who can literally he literally says the next line of the opponent before the opponent says it, and you literally just did that for me right there. Okay, so
oh, that's great.
yeah,
we
two
can just
androids
drop
here.
down. Yeah.
All right.
In this case,
Yeah, go for it.
wouldn't Evo face because we have a lot of OTK potential, and we kind of want our Evos to clear potentially like a very big board from them. So yeah.
Right. Okay. What is what deck is he playing? I have no idea what deck he's playing right now.
He's playing Spell Boost Rune. He's playing Vincent Spell Boost Rune, which is oh yeah, he played the 1/2 on 2. So actually he's playing Vincent pretty much. So basically adds a bunch of token cards to his hand and plays them out, and for every third one he plays he deals 3 damage to everything.
Okay. What's the right play here? Is it Mecharam here? Or Artifact and Romia? Or maybe Artifact and Gizmo?
I think let's say Gizmo and Artifact is a stronger play right now, but Mecha Arm becomes harder to use after turn 5. So I think I would just go for the Mecha Arm in this case.
Okay.
We do overdraw a card, but I think we're fine. We've already got.
I think we got what we need.
Yeah.
All right. What's their win condition?
So basically, every time they one of their cards' stats are increased, they add this token to their hand. And like I said, they've got a leader effect now. So for every third card of the same name they play, they deal 3 damage to everything. And it can be either this token spell I mentioned, or Rapid Fire from Miser. I don't know if you've seen that card already, this guy.
I've seen this card, I don't really know what he does though.
He adds Rapid Fires to your hand, which are 1-cost spells that deal 2 damage, and after playing 3 of them, you deal 2 damage to the face as well.
So basically it's just playing a bunch of spell cards that will eventually deal damage to face.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, they can go pretty crazy in one turn.
Okay. Okay, what should I play?
Every shade imaginable.
My first instinct is to play artifacts.
So we really want to clear the Miser, and I think in this case you actually toss the artifact carrier, because we want to go Gizmo, artifact scan after trading in the 3/1, and get it back so we can clear the board.
All right. So tossing.
Because we already have 4 paradigm shifts. That's enough. Anytime we draw Bahamut.
Okay.
Or we also have the option of turn 8 going Ralmia plus Ralmia Evo and an Absolute Tolerance.
Okay. So basically, once I have this many paradigm shifts, I'm kind of looking for a Bahamut to be like, okay, this is my win condition.
Yeah, but you have a lot of options. So
Okay.
you can also get them with Miriam. And yeah, you can just drop the analyzing artifact here. Might misplay this turn. You could have traded the 4/4 over their 3/4 and used the 3/1 to clear the 4/2 that was left over.
Okay. I totally wasn't paying attention there.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's the token spell I was talking about.
I was trying to focus too much on how my paradigm shifts, I guess. All right, so because I'm gonna have resonance next turn, do I play Miriam and start doing damage to? Wait, let me calculate this.
We have 18 damage in hand right now, so we're 1 off. We would have absolute tolerance the next turn.
Yeah.
But what can we draw? What lethal draw do we have?
Oh my gosh, so many crystals. So quick.
Yeah, we're looking slightly dead. So, okay. So in this case, we don't play Miriam this turn because we can't kill them this turn.
Okay.
So basically, what we want to do is we want to have 1 paradigm shift at 0 left over, and we want to clear their board without leaving anything on our board.
Okay.
So I'll let you try and figure that out. So we want to have 1 Ralmia left over, 1 0-cost paradigm shift, and
I got
nothing
you.
on board.
I got what the win condition is. No, that wasn't the move. Fuck. Well, I guess I can. Miriam. I heard what you said, and I already fucked up because that doesn't. That means I have something left on my board. Fuck. Maybe I can still clear this one.
System standby. Going supersonic. How did I miss that? No!
A full frontal attack.
And I don't want anything on my board.
Yeah, we might be dead here.
Okay. Oh.
Oh yeah, that was clever.
Okay. So if I didn't know what the win condition was, if I didn't have you, I wouldn't have known, or I wouldn't have thought to kind of like get rid of everything on the board. But it looks like they're doing a lot of They are doing a lot of damage to me right now. All right.
Yeah.
I'll retreat for now.
Well, that's a rip. Okay, so which turn did I exactly go wrong there, do you think? Do you think I should have focused on healing up?
Yeah, in this case, because we had so much damage in hand, what I would have done is use 2 of the drains, the 3/4s, to clear the 5/6.
Yeah.
Let
me get a replay. Hold on, let me get a replay on that turn. And
sure, we can go like on a turn-by-turn basis.
Yeah. So I think because I feel like I threw that. Chat saying I threw that, and I also feel like I threw that as well. Because I feel like we could have easily won that if I just played that better. Let me fast forward through this. As a pro, or like as someone at your level, do you often watch your own replays as well?
I should do it more often, honestly, because you can learn a lot.
Yeah.
By going over what you did. Because it's kind of tempting, especially on ladder, if you lose, to just jam the next game, but you can learn a lot by going over what you did wrong the previous turn.
Alright, I think everything is okay up to here.
So this turn, you could have honestly traded the 2/2 into the 6/2 that was left over instead of evoing
Right. Okay.
analyzing in. We could have saved an evo, and because the card he finishes off with, Rooney, heals him
Yeah.
up. Like getting early chip damage doesn't matter that much,
Okay.
especially because at this point we already see like our hand has more than enough damage to kill them from full HP.
Yeah. I guess because I haven't been so familiar with the decks I've been playing against, I've just gone with the general strategy of if I don't know, then just go aggro. So I guess that's why it just instinctually happened for me.
So can you pause here?
Sure.
Top right corner. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you go to the scroll-looking thing on the left side of the screen,
Okay.
you can like see the battle log and what happened the previous turn. So if you scroll up a bit, we can at this point see how many rapid fires he has, because he played 2 last turn, and let's see, you can check how many he added. So every time Miser's on board, if one of the amulets left play, then he got a rapid fire.
Okay, so...
And on Evo, he gains 1.
Yeah, so Miser came into play. So that's 1 rapid fire. 2... Wait, Dutiful Steed. 2 rapid fires with the 2 amulets. 3 rapid fires. Is that correct?
Well, it's only for the amulet leaving play. So if you see like the blue swirl is the card.
This one.
Amulet leaving play. Yeah, that's 1.
Oh, that makes it so easy to count. Oh my god. So that's 1. That's 2. So yeah, he only has 2 right now.
And on Evo, he gains another 1, but I think he overdrew it. Yeah, you can see if you scroll up a bit.
Right.
You see the rapid fire with the slight fire
This one?
effect to its left. That means he overdrew the card. So he only had 2 rapid fires, and he played both of them. Because the third one would have dealt the extra 3 damage because of this every third.
So he also misplayed this a bit as well.
Yes, although I'm not sure if he had an option to play it without overdrawing it.
Okay.
So yeah, at this point, the reason we tossed the 2/3 is because we already have 4 paradigm shifts. We don't need another one.
Right.
And we kind of want to clear as much as possible from his board, because at this point all we need to do is survive until turn 8.
Okay, so what turns should I be like looking for lethal, or looking for if there is a possibility of lethal? Would you say it's normally like turn 7-ish, or even earlier?
Turn 7, turn 8, yeah.
Okay.
Nowhere to run.
And I don't need more than 4 paradigm shifts in hand.
I mean, we didn't have Bahamut, so it wasn't completely wrong, but at this point, we kind of already saw which plan we were going towards.
Okay.
And if you mouse over the Realmia, we can see how many, or actually if you go to the log and go 1 page to the left.
Okay. Left.
Yes. Then we can see artifacts with different names destroyed is 3.
Oh god, I
which
literally did not know that this existed. I've literally just been looking on like Realmia or like the artifact scanner. I did not know that you could check it here. I feel like such an idiot now.
It's pretty useful. This tracks pretty much every possible thing that your cards are based on.
What the hell? How have I missed this my entire playthrough? I feel so dumb. This gives so much useful information. What? Oh my god.
I'm honestly not sure when it was introduced, if it was around the last time you played. So
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure because I was just playing like the most brain dead decks at the time, and I'm just like, whatever. It's, I mean, how would you fuck up spell boost, really? How do you fuck up spell boost and Natra? That was like my philosophy. Okay. This is what happens when you play a deck that actually requires brain.
Ready to summon.
So yeah, one thing that could have happened the last turn is we could have cleared the 3/4 instead of the 2/3.
Okay.
And had a 4/1 on the board.
Okay.
Now here, pause again.
Yeah, sure.
So basically what I would have done is 2 of the paradigms as 3/4 3/4 drain rush,
Yep.
which go into the 5/6. We go to 15. And then trade one Ralmia, trade the Ralmia into the 3/3 and
Oh, okay.
Play an airstrike into the 3/1 that's left over.
Okay. And just leave
Because
the Rooney on board.
yeah, because at this point I know, I mean that's again a matchup thing. I know the deck doesn't have wards, and
Yeah.
even if for some reason they played some kind of ward, we'd have absolute terror, absolute tolerance to go through one ward.
Yeah.
And next turn we would, the Ralmir would deal.
So it would deal. Let me calculate this. So if you killed 2 more wards, I don't think we played around me before, so that would have gained an extra 3 artifacts destroyed, I think. And then that would have brought it up to 6, which does 11 to the face, if my calculations are correct.
Yeah, because she's a 4/3 and gains +6/+6.
Yeah, so I think Ralmia next turn would have done 11. Is that correct?
She would have done 10, because
10, okay.
And then you had absolute tolerance, which would be a 0 cost, because of how much damage we dealt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ralmir would deal 10, the airstrike would deal 2, and absolute tolerance would deal 9. So we had an OTK there.
Okay.
And we would be a lot healthier and unlikely to die without anything on our board to give them targets.
Basically, yeah, I feel like I threw. Okay, that tells me what I did wrong for this match. Alright. What would you say is the funnest deck to play right now? Like kind of like a meta aside, what's the deck you have the most fun with right now?
I mean, I like winning, so I'm only thinking about the good decks.
Okay.
I think Portal is a lot of fun just because I find it interesting all the different options you have. Roost is pretty interesting because it's a very unique deck. That's the Dragoncraft deck that ramps a lot and plays big guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it really depends on what kind of gameplay you enjoy. Do you enjoy combos? Do you enjoy playing aggro? But...
Yeah, I think for me personally, my gameplay style is I really enjoy combo, which is probably why I have enjoyed playing Artifact Portal. When we submit the decks for the tournament, is everyone going to know what each other is playing? Or is everyone going to know beforehand what everyone else is going to be playing?
Yes, I'm pretty sure the decks are published.
Okay.
So we'll know exactly what our opponents have.
Okay. Do you have any idea what they're going to be playing?
So let's see if I had to go a bit by flavor.
Yeah.
I'd assume Kiara would play. Her coach would suggest Roost because the card is called Phoenix Roost, and she's a phoenix or a chicken, or as I've understood. Then Kali is a Reaper, and Last Words Shadow has a bunch of, let's say, demonic Reaperish cards, and there's a card.
I did actually see
Sorry.
her practicing Last Word Shadow in one of her streams, so I think that might be a good shout for what Callie's doing.
Yeah.
Faye, I have no idea because I don't know her history with the game at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Faye, because I think her coach also likes playing kind of a bit wackier stuff sometimes.
Right.
But I'm not sure if because all the coaches are aware of what the two best decks are.
Yeah.
So the question is, would he go for something fun or would he go for something strong?
Do you think anyone else is going to attempt Artifact?
I don't think so, actually. Just because it is kind of hard
It
to
is.
play.
I think I would be very impressed if any of the other guys attempted to go Artifact when they are more newer to the game, which is why I kind of like gravitated towards it because I'm just like, well, I would feel a bit unfair if I played like an OP simple deck, so I feel like learning Artifact would probably make the tournament the most interesting. Is this the only Artifacts deck in the meta right now? I mean,
So
is this the
there's
only
a
Portercraft deck in the meta right now?
There's like a Chinese build that popped up some time ago, but I think they only play it in China.
Okay.
And it, because I said the standard one doesn't run Tolerance, but this one runs Tolerance, but it had
Right.
no factory and had Lucille. I don't know if you know what that card does. So it was pretty much just a Tolerance deck
Okay.
without the Baja OTK or anything.
All right. And I guess my second question is, do you think we'll need to practice Take Two at all? Because I every time I play Take Two, like I just suck at it. I do not know what I should be doing or what like kind of logic I should be thinking when I pick my cards or when I play any of the matches.
Well, I think the advantage is in this case, we won't be under any time pressure because we get to discuss all our picks, we get to discuss our turns. So this one probably doesn't need as much practice, or rather, since it's only a single round, it's probably not the most efficient thing to allocate our time towards.
Okay. I guess I'll play one more Artifacts and then
And in Take Two, typically you aren't playing much more than 2 cards a turn, so it's not the kind of thing that's like really stressful where you have to think about all the possible interactions.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's just for memes, right? I don't want to keep any of these, do I?
So Gizmo is okay going second, but I think we still want a paradigm shift generator. So
Okay.
I would have kept her if we had a paradigm shift generator, but not by herself.
Okay.
In this matchup, at least.
All right, that's not bad. Okay, here's the big question: Do I play Spinneria on first always, unless I have unless there's a robotic engineer on, or do I want to keep
Yeah,
her?
pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. So robotic engineer is your best turn one.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's nice to get her because it's a draw for just 1 play point. It increases your artifact count by 1 unique artifact. And
Okay.
it's also just nice to fight for the board.
Gizmos like this every millennium.
Do I want to clear robotic engineer now?
I think you want to go face, because you can always Quicksilver Aegis it if he doesn't trade.
Okay.
And in this case, because it has the effect, if we trade it on our turn, we will draw Ramia.
Romeo.
And on their turn, we draw a random card. So in this case, I think we prefer the random card once again.
Okay. This is awkward. So if I didn't have you, I would probably put down an analyzing. And then put down Spinneria again.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So there's a slight argument to be made to save them for Until Factory,
Yeah.
but in this case, since each of them draw when they're destroyed, we have the chance to draw into more stuff that we can play after Factory.
Okay. Do I want to trade? Well, do I want to take down this?
No, you don't want to
Okay.
trade in this case.
Is it
I just
because
found out-
is it because it's better to have more board presence in this case?
Well, he wants to trade the 2/3 into our 2/2 ideally. So if we do it for him, then it's just
Right.
giving him an advantage. And yeah, in this case, we get the full clear board because of it.
Okay. Yes.
The abyss will be your terminus.
The sharpest shot.
So I just found out from tournament staff that in Take 2, I can only talk to you half the time.
Half the time.
So there is an argument to be made to practice it. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, I think I'll try to get a hang of Artifact. Maybe I'll practice maybe you can just talk me through the card picking process at least. That's what I have the biggest difficulty in, is just recognizing what my win condition is going to be, or what kind of strategy should go into even picking a card in the first place.
Reach out and make the world
Okay, I'm gonna ask about the draft for now.
I'm guessing I don't want to play mobilizing here because I can't clear and play mobilizing. I can't hit clear his board and play mobilizing at the same time.
At this point, I think it has to be the factory, just
Right.
because,
I don't really have anything else, do I?
yeah, we don't really have anything else going for us in our hand, and
Yeah.
we need the draw.
Surrender.
Did I overreach myself?
Yeah, this one isn't looking too hot. I think he's been able to stack way more paradigm shifts than we have. And I've been able to see how much damage they do now. Oh, that's not good.
So quick.
Okay, so here we just go. I say you start with Gizmo, toss a
Yeah.
factory.
Oh, guinea pigs, where are you?
No! Oh, I thought I got rid of my paradigm shift for a second there. Thought I completely fucked that up. Aw.
I think we want to grab paradigm shift.
Sorry,
On that
I'm just on autopilot mode right now.
Okay, just
probably
go. I'll let you do your thing.
okay.
Activating Omatera. System stand by. I am such a genius. Such a good guinea supersonic.
God, I don't really have a lot.
You can trade the 2/1 and see what you draw from it.
Okay.
And yeah, probably Quicksilver on the 2/2 so we don't take that 2 extra damage.
Quicksilver barrier.
Okay. You can play both of those and then the artifact carrier and then a robotic engineer. And trade the 2/1 in.
Oh, I'm running out of time.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, just made it. I don't like this though. I feel like he has lethal somewhere. Probably does.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a lot of
Yeah.
paradigm shifts. Yeah.
I'll destroy you all.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else more I could have done for this one though. Do you think I misplayed this one a lot?
I'll retreat.
No,
for
I
now.
think we played pretty cleanly, and it's just a case of they had a much better hand and they went first.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of paradigm generators, we only had a single one. I
Yeah.
wouldn't, let's say, get too beat up about that.
Yeah, what's nerve-wracking is, especially during the tournament, I've only got like, it's a best of 3, isn't it? So,
Yes.
what are like real tournaments like? How many shots do you get? How many chances do you
Target
get?
sighted.
So it depends on which region.
Mhm.
Here in the West, we have a 3-deck 1-ban system. So you bring 3 decks, you pick one from the opponent that they can't play, and then the remaining 2 decks face each other off in a best of 3.
Okay.
And you need to get a win with both of your decks.
Okay.
In Japan, 2-deck 0-ban is the standard. I would toss out here, by the way.
Okay.
So that's also a best of 3 with 2 decks. And some other regions have like best of 5s and 3-deck 0-ban and so on.
I'll get production up and running.
So this is, I'm gonna guess we're playing against Last Word Shadow. So you can
I would assume so.
I haven't won once against Last Word Shadow yet, so you could probably tell me what I'm doing wrong.
I get the gist of it.
This hand looks pretty promising.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
Because I can't. Yeah, I don't know the deck enough. I don't know the meta enough to know
Centuries past.
what.
Ah,
That's
unlucky.
that's a rip.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing I want to trade with Romeo and go for face here.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think I should use an artifact scan to get the Romeo back?
I think we'd rather get 2 different ones at least.
Okay.
I mean, we might have to end up passing turn 4, but just getting a Romeo back isn't gonna win us the game either. So
Yeah.
okay, I just trade over the 1-2 and pass in this case.
So don't play the artifact scan.
I wouldn't play the artifact scan, especially because after Mecha Arm Mechanic we would have the 3-1 in our pool, which is pretty much the best thing you can ask for from an artifact scan.
Yeah, I think this is why I had a lot of trouble on turn 4, because I had a lot of situations like this where just nothing was happening turn 4, I had nothing to play, and they would completely take over the board, which is kind of what's happening now, I guess.
Okay, that's a bit strange by them. So yeah, I'd Mecha Arm Mechanic 3-1 into the 5-2,
Okay.
and Evo the 1-2 over the 3-1.
So 3-1 into the 5-2,
Yes.
and you'd evo the Mecha Mechanic as opposed to the artifact.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Because that way both of them have at least 2 attack and can't get traded over by the 2-2 that's on board.
Okay.
Make the extendo.
Everyone needs an afterlife plan.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Last Word Shadow gets really scary at around turn 6, turn 7. Seems to me no matter what I play, they seem to have some kind of answer to it.
I've seen them.
Yeah, they honestly have a pretty insane hand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. What the right
I
move
would open the synchronization for a paradigm shift and just play another Mecha Arm Mechanic.
is. Okay.
This invention could be my
I'd say
favorite
we've got Factory, we've got Scan for low cost artifacts. I think next turn we can pop off
Okay. Do I go for face or do I
and
trade?
go face. 1-2 isn't really threatening us, so we're probably fine.
Okay, probably. So before they make their move, do I want to go mobilize next turn or the turn after? Depending on what we get, obviously.
I'm pretty sure in almost every case we're going mobilized Factory.
Okay. Okay, this is it, guys. This turn is why we play Artifact. This is why we play Portalcraft, right? All right. Let's do I focus on attack or?
I'd open the artifact scan because we can get the paradigm shift to lower cost after trading our artifacts in. Ah, that's unlucky. And you want to use airstrikes to trade.
Okay.
Just that you do your thing from now on. And we don't want to really save. We maximum save one paradigm shift because they have a card called Celeste, which blocks you from playing any spells for.
Oh
turn.
yeah, that has really fucked me over.
Yeah, that one's nasty. Now, in this case, I'd probably just play Spinaria.
Okay.
See what we draw. Then I'd play. I think you save the one paradigm shift for the Ralmi option.
Okay. Guessing I keep the Evo as well.
Yeah, I'd Evo phase.
You'd Evo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nowhere to run. Reach out and make extendo.
You're mean.
Wait, how many?
Good.
No, we don't have enough artifacts. No, we actually. Do we have lethal? No, we don't have lethal yet, do we? If they have a ward, we'll see what they do first.
Yeah, although we also have the full cost artifact carrier.
Oh, we have
which
absolute
summons
tolerance as
more
well.
freeze.
Holy shit, I completely forgot we have
tolerance.
this as well. Okay, maybe we do have lethal next turn. I completely forgot about tolerance.
Yeah, tolerance is nice for this matchup because it gives you an out around Celeste. Because
Yeah.
she blocks your paradigm shifts, but she can't block absolute tolerance.
Yeah, I think this is why I put absolute tolerance to begin with, just because it just, I don't know, maybe I'm too noob, but it just always seemed like a nice insurance card, just in case for moments like this.
Ladies and gentle ghosts, follow me.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have.
Okay.
I'm coming for you.
What happened there? How come that didn't take... How come they didn't use any play points for everything they just played?
So after Grammary,
Yeah.
So quick. Want to play?
any necromancy effect refunds that many play points.
Right.
So this has necromancy 10, so they would get 10 play points back.
Okay.
Um,
I have...
and yeah,
I have lethal, right?
They're just dead.
artifact. So artifact carry an absolute tolerance.
yes.
This does nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
only see that your paradigm shift is unplayable. That's why it's
Yeah.
good that we got all of them out the previous turn.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is the first time I've beaten Last Word Shadow. What the hell? Oh, it's easy if you have a grandmaster coaching you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just an easy game. Just kidding. Oh, thank you very much for giving me my first win against Last Word.
You're welcome. If you want to, you can also play some artifact portal into my shadow.
Sure,
because I
sure.
think at least one person's gonna play it, maybe two people.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that.
But then we can also do it kind of like an open book thing, where I know your hand and
I know your hand.
well, then I'd have to stream to you as well. I would have done it that I'm kind of let's say, coaching your side, but I'm also playing the Shadow side and telling you kind of what Shadow is doing.
I guess just give me. Let me change. Do you want to set up a private match? I'll go to full screen on my stream. Let's see. Yeah, are you setting up a private match or am I?
Okay, I saw you started, so but I can make one. I think
Okay,
that's the
okay, yeah, just
easiest.
give me the code.
Post it to Discord.
I don't see anything on Discord.
I just posted
Okay,
it.
there we go. Okay, got it. Alright. Let me switch back now. Damn, man. Damn. Look at... that's a flex right there with your banner. 2019 MVP. Holy crap. Okay. At your level, does everyone have a banner like that?
I mean, not that many. Like in the average tournament, you will run into people who have won tournaments and therefore have gotten one of those special flares.
Right.
But for example, the emblem is literally only the people who went to World Grand Prix that year. So
Yeah.
that's 24 people.
So I never want to keep Romia, do I? I normally
No, I wouldn't keep it. And actually, what I can do is, after this session, I'll write a little sheet with the Mulligan guide, kind of what you want to keep. And I think that'll
help me a lot. Okay. Do I keep the synchronization?
Yes, synchronization is a key. So, as a shadow side, we quite often play, don't play something out on 2. So they play the amulet that spawns some stuff later on. So that gives you a bit of a chance to push some face damage.
Okay.
And like in this case,
yeah, I see this played a lot on turn 2. It's normally like, okay. So I play the analyzing and I make another analyzing, or do I go for a paradigm?
I think you go for paradigm.
Okay. What's about the amount of paradigm shifts I should aim to get in my hand? You said 4, right?
Yeah, 4 is a good number. Anything else is obviously bonus, because then you don't have to save any for the OTK.
Okay.
But
how often is the OTK like parameters gotten with 4 paradigm shifts? Like, cause you're just waiting for the Bahamut, right?
yeah, well, let's say it's more standard to run 3 Bahamut, so that's gonna happen a bit more often.
Okay.
But I'd say a decent amount of time. Obviously, the other option for OTK is, I would go face here, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is with Miriam. So
Okay.
yeah, kind of hard to say.
So what normally is Shadow's kind of win condition? And I'm pretty sure they have a lot, but is there anything specifically that I should be wary of?
So basically, their goal is to draw a lot and have a bunch of shadows, because then they invoke Remery, which I told you has this effect of restoring play points.
Right. Oh, that's why they played so much. Sorry, yeah, continue.
By the way, on this turn, I would play the Artifact Carrier and Quicksilver my 2/2, because like I said, I want to get a lot of shadows, and the Bubbly Reaper gives you shadows on last words, so denying that is kind of nice.
So it's even better than Quicksilvering the Otherworld Gatekeeper.
Yeah, because his last words is only restoring 1 defense.
Okay.
Quicksilver
And I go for face.
I think you can Evo face here with the 2-1.
Okay.
Because this matchup is not that OTK dependent, so it is kind of nice to push an early advantage and
Okay.
force me to have an answer.
So kind of tempo is very important in this matchup.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Alright, this is good though. This not only helps me train for the tournament, but just helps me know how to play against Last Word Shadow period.
So quick.
Ooh, okay.
ladies and gentle ghosts.
Is there any
This play
like...
now.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay. God, I hate... This is why I hate playing against Last Word Shadow, man.
Frills, double check.
What is this board you've put down? Oh my god. Okay.
So one thing you can do here to punish my play is to play a mobilized factory, because I
you
don't
can't
have
play
that
anything.
much. I have a full board, but it's a bunch of 1 and 2 attack guys.
Okay.
So in this case, you can drop the factory quite nicely, and I can't really do anything about it.
Okay.
You will take some face damage, but then you manage to get your factory in play, probably at the best time you're gonna have in this matchup.
At the most optimal time? Okay. Did you literally just give yourself a counterplay, or would...
Yes.
Okay. Man's out here literally playing himself.
I mean, all of my good options this turn would board lock me, so
Yeah.
I don't think I really had another option. But, yeah.
And you say against Shadow, it's not good to have paradigm shifts in hand because they could easily counter it, right?
Left can block it.
Okay.
So yeah, this turn I would start by grabbing a... Spinaria's okay, but
Right.
I think I would start with grabbing an analyzing artifact from synchronization.
Okay.
And yeah, start drawing Spinaria's artifact, analyzing artifact.
Okay.
Probably put the android artisan in play.
Okay.
Gizmos like this
What should my general thinking be? Just clear the board?
Yeah, clear the board in this case.
adorable to
Okay.
Probably Quicksilver my
the love is
the middle one because that one spawns
Oh,
a
the
war for.
Lich. Yeah.
Quicksilver
Gizmo Courier. Sorry, Gizmo Enthusiast and Evo her. Probably
Macaron?
toss Carnelia
Okay, yeah, mech.
or Mecha Arm. Both of them are fine.
Nowhere to run.
And I have a Bahamut. Okay, brilliant.
the design fault. I am such a genius.
And yeah,
And
So
I keep my
basically-
paradigm shifts?
yeah, you can kill me next turn quite easily with you have the Bahamut combo, but you also have Miriam potential to get me through wards. So
Okay. What is the Miriam win condition? Because then I would need...
so you play Miriam out and then you just create airstrike artifacts and trade them in to my board.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that normally a one-turn kill, or is that just normally to...
well, the four paradigm shifts you have are 16 damage, so you need 2 artifacts from a different source, and then
Okay.
it's an OTK.
Okay. And is this where you play the card which makes it impossible for me to play my paradigm shifts?
I don't have it, so
You don't have
you
it?
just
Okay.
like,
Good guinea pig. What? Impossible. Sight? Check.
Okay, so I do have my 1-turn kill now. So I play my Is it 1-turn kill even if I don't have Evo?
yeah, because so four airstrike artifacts, each of them deal 2 damage face,
Right.
and then their last words deal another 12. So you have 8 plus 12 without an evil.
Okay. Holy crap. Holy crap. I feel like the brain expansion meme right now. Like I never knew that this was a possibility.
And we completed a private match for the ongoing event.
Oh, sorry.
What you saw, there's an ongoing event for private matches, so you just got the card pack for the next expansion.
Oh, brilliant. I don't normally play private matches, so thank you very much. I don't normally have any friends who play Shadowverse. so I don't normally play private matches, period.
Oh, I see our competition is in the chat.
Ah. Okay, so keep Android and that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
So off the top of my head, what you keep is Synchronization, Robotic Engineer, Android Artisan, and Artifact Carrier.
Okay.
Those are pretty much always a keep.
Do I play 2 robotic engineers here or an Android artisan?
Well, in this case, playing the robotic engineers earlier means you can trade them off earlier because you want their last words to proc. But on the other hand, with this hand, you can go 2-drop this turn and then 2+1 next turn. So I'd probably go for the 2-drop this turn.
Okay.
You'll find gizmos like this every millennium.
I get the gist of it.
Sight? Check. Froze? Double check.
What's... Okay, wait a minute. Do I play the Gizmo here, or do I play both my robotic engineers again? It's a bit awkward, no matter what, I think.
I think you just play out both robotic engineers here.
Okay.
Just because you want them on board.
I'll get production up and running.
And I go
I'd
for face.
Yeah.
Watch this. What? Impossible.
Okay. So here's the question. I'm guessing I want to Gizmo right now.
Yeah. I'd get rid of the Bahamut.
Okay.
Because you do have 4 paradigm shifts, but they haven't been reduced at all so far.
Yeah. Do I play Romia?
Yeah, I'd play Rami and trade both of the robotic engineers in.
Okay.
Activating Umateras. Systems
I
stand
get the
by.
gist of it.
So trade 2 robotic engineers.
Because you want your last words to proc first before you
Useless.
trade any artifacts.
Okay.
I get the gist of it.
What do you think? What was your favorite meta? Do you reckon? Or what's like your favorite decks that you've played in history of Shadowverse?
I really liked Vengeance Blood when it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't remember which expansion that was. It was one before ROG. But that one had a really cool spell boost deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Vengeance Blood and spell boost the best, so definitely any meta where those were good.
Yeah, by my experience, it always seems to be Shadow or Haven that has one OP deck. I don't know why. That's just what it's been like since I've been playing. So for this one, do I want an analyzing or do I want something else?
Well, analyzing draws you, which is nice, but at this point, and because it fits your curve quite nicely, I like the bifurcating, because it's two artifacts for a single card.
Okay. And do I Quicksilver one of these girls?
One of the 2/2s, yeah.
Okay.
Quicksilver barrier.
And I trade the 1/1 into the 3/1, and Ranmir can evo for free, so I would.
And go
do
to the
that.
face?
Boosters ready. Going supersonic.
I think I would value trade.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, time was running out.
It was a bit slow.
So, what turn should I be worried about with Shadow, where they play the card that stops the paradigm shifts?
Normally on turn 7.
Turn 7.
Because it by itself is not that strong, so if they just plop it on the board without anything behind it, then you can just wait the turn. So
Yeah.
on turn 7 they normally get the play point restoration effect from Grammary, and then they can play a big card and play her after that. So they have a board with in addition to the effect. So typically turn 7, sometimes
Okay.
turn 8. But the other thing that's kind of hard for Portal to deal with is this right here, because it's a
Yeah, this I've played against this card a bunch of times. And not giving me many options here.
Yeah, I grab an analyzing and you
See
will
what
trade
happens?
it.
Alright.
Yeah. Because you really need the draw right now.
Yeah. That does not help me.
Oh, that's not the draw, huh?
How well can you heal up?
This card heals me. The deck has quite a bit of healing, honestly.
Brilliant.
Wow, that's really hard.
Yeah, this isn't looking too hot for me right now.
I mean, I think you pretty much have to pray for a factory off the top next turn. But
Yeah.
I would trade one airstrike artifact into a 4/1 just so you don't die.
Okay. And keep the rest?
Yeah, I think you're pretty much praying for a factory off the top, so you have to
Okay.
save them because
That would
know,
be the only way to turn this around.
either. So yeah.
I'm doing you a favor.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Yeah, this one wasn't a great draw for me, I think. We did it. I think it's because I drew so many robotic engineers at the beginning. And it felt like after that. Ooh. Ow. Ow. You got the holy shit. Okay. So you can
Yeah.
also one turn kill on turn 6. Well, I suppose you had like a really good board, so I shouldn't be. too
Yeah, I
surprised
already
about
had a
that.
board.
Yeah.
This deck can deal a lot of damage from hand, but it doesn't typically OTK.
Yeah, what I find is that I spend so much of my resources trying to clear their board that by the time I clear their board, they just use the whatever card you just used for the Ghost Storm and then finish me off anyway. And I don't even I have no resources to work with.
It can be tough, and the factory is really important.
Yeah.
I think I'm wondering if it might even be a keep. The factory.
Carnelia or Quicksilver.
I wouldn't keep Carnelia. I was just wondering if you ever keep factory in your opening hand against Shadow.
Okay.
I would toss the Quicksilver Aegis. It's nice, but what you really want are paradigm shifts, card draw, factory.
Right. What do you think is
Be right
the?
back. I'll just grab
Go
something
for it.
to drink because it's super hot here.
Okay, sure thing. Gigguk doesn't read chat. I do read chat every now and again, but also this playing the deck that I'm playing right now requires a lot of brain power. Requires my full concentration. So that's why I'm not reading chat as much as usual. Pizza crust is lame. Okay, this is why I don't read chat. This is why I don't read chat, guys. Come on. You guys can be watching the tournament on Sunday. Just play Evo Portal, chill and win. Nah, man. I want to put on a good show. I want to put on a good show on Sunday. I don't want to be playing some one-dimensional deck. I want to show the big brain guns. I want to show either the brain expansion or the brain crush kind of meme. I either outplay everyone or I just play myself. Where can you watch the tournament? You can watch the tournament on YouTube on Shadowverse's, I believe it's Shadowverse's official YouTube channel. I will also be streaming my end of things as well on my own personal Twitch, and you can catch that at this Sunday, 12 p.m. PDT or PST. I can't remember which one it is. YouTube Shadowverse Games. There we go. I actually understand Gun with his not eating pizza crust since pizza crust. Thank you. Someone else out there knows about the shitty UK pizza crusts.
Sorry, I'm back again.
No worries. Alright, this is probably going to be my last game because I gotta leave after this. So I guess it's my last session with you to be coached through Shadow. So
It sounds good. I think we got quite a good amount of practice in. So
honestly, I think I learned quite a lot.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, that's my only play, isn't it?
Yeah.
And straight for face. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. I definitely learned a lot more about my own deck. I think I was just getting along with how good the deck was, which is the only reason I was actually winning. Even though I didn't even know every win condition the deck had. Is there any other one-turn kills I should be aware of with this deck? Or is it mostly just the 4 paradigm shifts with Bahamut?
Yeah, it's either Bahamut or if the opponent has a large board where you can trade in a lot with factory, then Miriam plus a bunch of artifacts.
Okay. Is this one Raumia trading the 2-1, and then an artifact scan, or maybe just Evo straight to face?
I think. Well, it's definitely rolling me into the 2-1, and
System stand going supersonic.
Forever and ever.
But keep the artifact scan.
honestly, I would evo the. Yeah, I would keep the artifact scan until after Mecha Arm.
Mm-hmm.
I would evo the Android Artisan over the 2-2, honestly.
So you trade the 2-2?
Yeah, I'd evolve it over so you can value trade.
Okay.
The sharpest shot.
I am the act. Watch this.
Wait, do I go for face or do I trade the 2-2 right now?
I would trade the 2-2.
Okay.
Watch adorable to the end.
Is it because you have a lot of tools to heal up any damage I do anyway?
This deck does have quite a bit of healing. And basically, you just had a weak turn on turn 4.
Right.
And if you use a weak turn to go face, then it's a lot easier for me to punish.
Okay.
That's why you kind of want to stay on board a bit so that you can play the Mecha Arm next turn.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm guessing I'm just gonna be going straight from Mecha Realm next turn.
Souls of millions and arise.
Definitely a Mecha Arm turn. I have to say, my hands were also very good on these games.
Okay.
Shadow.
Well, it's good because I'd rather you have a good hand to see so that I learn what the full potential of the deck I'm playing against is, as opposed to, you know, you having a weak draw. And I feel like I learn more by losing than I do by winning when you've had a weak hand.
That one summons a 4/4.
Yeah.
I just trade into the 2-1 to pass.
Trade into the 2-1.
Yeah.
Do I Evo and trade anymore, or no?
I wouldn't, because you'd only be trading away a 1/2.
Okay.
Which isn't very threatening.
I wonder, is this has anyone else had that coaching session yet? I'm not sure who else has had that coaching session and how that's gone.
I know Kiara had a session with her coach already, because I saw them in one of the voice channels here.
Okay.
And tomorrow, Callie has a session from her stream schedule.
All right, I'll probably see what they play. I'll have a look as well to see what they play.
Yes, got the competition.
Okay.
wow.
I can't really do anything now.
Can't play anything.
I literally can't play anything. So yeah. So damn. What can I say? What can I even do? Is that even a right move? I shouldn't trade, should I? Because that just summons a 4/4.
Yeah, I think you're just boned.
I just go in a corner and cry. Okay, I get you.
Extendo.
Yeah. Holy fuck! That I need to watch out for that card. Oh my god. So that comes out from turn 6 onwards. Do I need to worry about the same effect if she's crystallized as well?
That one's not normally relevant, and people would normally save it for the full cost.
Okay.
Just because the full cost is so strong in this matchup.
And I honestly don't think there was anything I could have done against that, because I had all spell cards in my hand. Yeah, there wasn't anything I could have done.
Double check. Ladies and gentlegoats,
Time to awaken is here.
I guess I could have just cried. I think maybe that would have been a legitimate strategy.
Yeah, that's honestly the play I would have gone for as well in that position.
Do I just Bahamut and clear the board?
I think it has to be Bahamut. Trade the
Yeah.
1/2 into the 3/5 Bahamut, and then I would open, like, play the artifact scan.
Oh my fucking god, I didn't even clear your board.
And yeah.
Adorable to the end.
Yeah, because I've been in this position against Shadow a few times when I've used literally all my resources just to clear the board, and then you play, and then Shadow plays normally the Ghost Storm card. I don't know if that actually goes for lethal. I believe it does if you have 2 of the cards. Yep, there we go.
Retreat for now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a rough matchup, and honestly, your hands weren't that great, and I had some really, really juicy draws.
You know when the anime protagonist can like predict when they're gonna win? I have the opposite effect, where I can predict exactly how I'm gonna lose. That was well, that was an excellent game to stop it, I think. What better way for me to learn how to lose than losing against certainly the best player I've played against on Shadowverse. But thank you very much for the coaching session. I did actually learn a lot.
Thanks for being a good student. I enjoyed it as well. And
Yeah, I hope I can do you proud at
we could-
on the tournament.
yes, we could also bond over our love of anime and
Dude, yeah,
culture.
I'm so happy I've found another gentleman of culture. You also seem to know a lot about your anime as well, which definitely surprised me. And yeah, I guess I got to think up of a team name as well. Now that I know your taste in anime, I'll have a bit more of a think. But when does that need to be submitted by?
By Thursday we need to lock in our deck and team name and a name for the deck.
Okay.
So, I think
Would
you
you
might be
have?
the more creative person of us two, so
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you.
Would you have any changes to the deck that I'm currently running now if we're going for Artifact Portal?
I mean, I would run one less Quicksilver Aegis and probably add a 3-cost card called Kitty Cat Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
Because that card, because Artifact Portal is really good going first, and this card can kind of compensate a bit for going second, because
Okay.
it's stronger when you have more evolution points, which you have when you're going second.
Okay. Is there any other changes you would make?
Do
Do you think we need one more Bahamut?
I leave it up to you, honestly. Like I said, the tolerance isn't standard, but it's perfectly fine to run it. I think in this situation, if you like it, let's say.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
we
you also got
had
a
a
feel for.
yeah, because I do think I'd rather run it just because I don't think I'm high skill enough yet to fully utilize the Bahamut, and it is a nice insurance for me. I mean, there was I feel like there was some games that we just played where the tolerance did me well, so I'll probably keep it as it is. Maybe as I climb the ladder and get more used to this deck, I'll swap it out, but right now I think I'm more comfortable with it in.
Yeah, sounds good. Like, I think the only thing you can change at this point would be, add the extra Bahamut and cut the tolerance if you want to like lean really heavily into the OTK thing. But if we go for this, I think this is fine too. I like it.
All right, brilliant. Well, I'm looking forward to smurfing on everyone or getting completely destroyed. We'll see. We'll see how much practice everyone else gets. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream there as well. So thank you very much for coming to the stream. And yeah, thank you very much for coaching me. I'm excited for the tournament, and I hope we can perform well together. And hopefully the take 2 will be favorable as well, since I don't think I'm going to get too much practice for that. But for now, I'm going to end the stream. So I'll see you guys on Sunday then, if you catch the stream and catch the tournament. Again, it's this Sunday at 12 p.m. PDT on the Shadowverse YouTube, and I'll also be streaming my POV on my Twitch. So if you guys want to catch me playing against some fellow VTubers, I'm playing against Callie, I'm playing against Kiara, and I'm playing against Faye Mata as well, who I believe voiced Aqua in Konosuba. So that should be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.